Hi, so basically what I'm doing here is recording, or actually testing the performance of Krush versus Cooliris. Cooliris is a flash-based app for streaming photos from Facebook or Flickr. And we have three laptops here I put side by side, going from oldest to kind of the newest. I have an old T43, it's about 5 years old. It's our old IBM Lenovo, and then we have a newer Lenovo, which was a T61, which has I think it's got 4 gig of memory. This is about 3 years old, and the screen's a bit pathetic already on this. And then a Apple Air at the end. So this machine on the left is representing a single core processor. This machine on the middle has a pretty decent graphics card in it, and then the Air is an Air. So basically what I've done is I'm going to show you the performance between Cooliris, actually, I think that's the way you pronounce it, and Krush. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this woman Aussie Girl's photo stream into it, and if I take her username here, so I'm doing this with one hand as I have around, and I go over to Cooliris Express, and one of the things you can do here is create your own wall. As we wait for that to load. This is all wireless, by the way. All three machines are wireless, running off of a D-Link wireless router. So I'm going to paste Aussie Gal's Flickr ID in there, and I get her wall. And I'm going to go full screen with this, and I'm going to see it's a bit slow. I'm going to try and drag to the right. There we go. Dragging left, dragging right. So we're kind of getting that performance from this computer of Cooliris. Okay, so I'm going to go over to this computer in the middle and do exactly the same thing. And I'm going to go to Photo Express. It's running a bit faster, as you would expect. Aussie Gal. I'm going to go full screen with that. You can see the performance is much better on this computer. This computer has wireless and just has a better video card, and it can just stream. Look how it streams that data. It's pretty quick. Okay, and we're going to do the same with our good old Apple Mac. Okay, so we go to Cooliris. We go to customize my wall. Type in Aussie Gal. That's my photo stream. And there's my 3D wall experience. So, you know, it's pretty decent on the Apple too, as you would expect. Okay. So we got three computers here, and going back to the single processor, you know, we really are struggling. I can see it struggling here, but it's still, you know, it still works. It's not horrible. It's like I know I have an old computer, right? So now let's go to Krush. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the Terracode build, the one that's sitting on the Terracode server, which is the latest build that I know, and I cleared the cache before I ran this on all machines. Okay, so we get the wall backgrounds, and then this is the performance of the images as they load. So it's pretty slow. It's pretty slow, and you can see, you kind of get a general gist of it's loading about one image every 0.8 of a second. And then the zoom in is very jerky. If we go to the Cooliris, you can see that the zoom is not jerky. Okay, so we're just kind of doing a one-on-one comparison there. It's very jerky and very flickery, and that's not so flickery, right? So this is on the older machine, the single processor, right? So we're really comparing these two applications together and finding that Krush just is not doing what we need it to do. This just doesn't have the zoomability and the smoothness even on this old machine. So that said, I mean, you would expect it to be a little bit faster on this computer here. Okay, so here it comes. Still relatively slow to build this wall, if not slower. And this is a faster wireless network. This is an M-band LAN card that we have in this machine, and it's still slow. Okay, so there's our wall moving. It's kind of still a bit jerky. It's not so bad. And then zooming in, it doesn't have any smoothness to it. And loading the images is not so bad. But we almost have now we have these two stages of images that we load here, because we've got the zoom in version 2, though that is a big image, so that's understood. Alright, but see that it's just doesn't have that fluidness to it that you would expect when we go to Cooliris. And we pick one of these images. There's that. Waiting for that to load. There we go, and it fills in. So it's about the same time to load a full resolution image. But, much smoother, I think, on the animation there. There you go. Okay, so let's go to our Mac. And we'll go to Krush terracode.com. Still very slow. Oh yes, we don't want to do that. Okay, so our wall's loaded on our little screen. It's not so bad to scroll left and right. Let's pick one of these images. It's still a bit jerky when we zoom in. You don't see that same smooth zoom. Look at this zoom that you see on this when we zoom into this car. Oops. I mean, that's just nice. I mean, there's a little bit of jerkiness going on here when it's easing when the image is full resolution. But you know, the wall scrolling is just perfect. So there you have it, guys. You know, basically we need to speed it up. You know, we just think that the Krush wall behavior is relatively slow compared to the other walls that are out there. And we got to figure out how to make it go faster. Okay?